your grounded 3D human skills are your spiritual pathway.
Yeah.
Your spiritual pathway is not going to come by just thinking about it a lot and like going through the motions and avoiding society. And I'm too sensitive and I just can't be around people. But I think a lot of people in the spiritual space, like use the sensitivity as a cop out.
Yeah.
It's like anything. If you don't take what's happening and learn to work with it and learn to transmute it into the light, you will be a victim to it.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. Today I have Kaylan with me. Hi, Kaylan.
Hello.
I have so much on my mind right now. So let's just like get into it and we'll lead somewhere. But well, one, I'm really excited for the retreat.
So excited.
Kaylan and I are leaving tomorrow, so we're recording a couple of things before I head out. And we have our retreat this weekend, which will have already happened by the time you hear this. And then I'm going to stay an extra week and work on my next book. So I am just like feeling really excited. I was thinking about this yesterday when I was meditating, and I'm like, I haven't felt so giddy like this in a hot second, because I really thrive when I'm walking into something that I know is going to require me to have something bigger move through me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So with the book, Catherine asked me, she's like, which one are you writing? Because I have a couple of things that want to come through. And I was like, I don't know. I'm literally just going to show up and see what moves through my body, which is really fun for me. And I actually think it might be different from any of the downloads I had gotten before. So that'll be fun. And headed into retreat week, you know, we always set a theme, an intention. And that intention guides my whole life experience and everything I am deepening into. And then it all perfectly connects in with whatever we're talking about. So, I mean, I got the ping for this. When did we plan this? Like September?
A long time ago, yeah.
Like, and I knew I had for a while been like, I want to go back to that house. I was just feeling the call of that house. And then I think it was in September, I told Rachel, I was like, I got the message, like, we need to book this house and it's going to be divine feminine themed. And it was pretty far in advance. Like the energy was very different. And then I've had a lot of things changing in my life. And what I've been deepening into over the last bit has been a lot more of like my feminine and this new iteration of that coming online, like in my body and with my channel and all of the like Magdalene stuff I'm channeling. There's a lot of like priestess teachings that I've been, it's like, I'm going in this whole direction. And then I'm like, whoa, perfect. I'm going to this retreat.
Mm-hmm. Funny how that works.
Like perfectly designed. And that's what makes it so fun. So I always feel like this bigness going into it of like, what is going to come through, because it really does feel like we're like going into this sacred cave together, and then the divine is going to have all these things unfold. So yeah, I've been in like a visceral embodied learning time recently, and it's perfectly designed. And then I was thinking about what was on my mind outside of that and how this is the perfect theme, because I'm looking at everything that's happening in the world, and I wanted to like touch on that here. This is what I like about recording the podcast more like closer to real time, because I can talk about some of the things that are going on. Like, we have so much disclosure happening, everything that's happening. I mean, everything that's going on, like with the ICE stuff, everything that's happening with Epstein files. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff coming out. All these things are coming out about like the Hollywood elite, and it's all like this big mixture of all this shit. And there are a lot of deeper spiritual teachings underneath that. And like I told you, one of the things that they're telling us really strongly is you have to raise your children differently. This is showing us how unhealed we are. This has to inform how we change the way that we raise kids. But it's also really showing us how unconscious people are, like just adult to adult. And it's mirroring back to us where we're really disconnected from our bodies. And we have to change a lot of structures, but the way that we know how to change it is through the divine feminine side of things. Like, that's the wisdom that comes through. And I think about like this work that we're doing, and it's like, how do I actually regulate myself? People cannot regulate themselves, so they can't see truth, they can't discern. And I mean, there's so much around this, right? Like people really struggle with discernment. They're not doing anything to learn how to discern. They're just running around like a chicken with its head cut off, like, I don't know who to believe, I don't know who to trust. Like, like literally, you know, I'm like, what is this? Is not helpful.
Yeah.
Like, learn some skills.
Yeah.
So, but it's wild. I'm just like looking at this clusterfuck of what's unfolding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, there's like deep spiritual lessons. I feel a real call to action. Like, if you are somebody who feels like, I want to create something positive on this planet through like the way I live, I want to contribute to that new timeline, then like step up. And a lot of people are talking but they're not stepping up. They're not actually, like, what's the solution? Are you embodying the solution? It doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything to me if you're talking and then, but you're super unhealed. Like, so I just think it's perfect timing. I feel like really re-inspired with deeper mission layers of this work, and like why it's so important that we like bridge teachings from the consciousness level with what are we actually doing, because I think they've been disconnected for a long time, and actually instituting new skill sets in our lives as adults. So yeah, I think I just wanted to kind of like double tap on everything that is opening up and unfolding, and invite people to notice their energetic relationship with that, and like what it's triggering within them, and then what they're seeing. Like, can you zoom out and what's the big picture? What are the bigger themes? Because people get really caught in the weeds, so they can't actually discern properly, right? And especially with what's happening with AI, you know, I'm like, this week was crazy. Last 2 weeks, there was like everything with ICE, Epstein files, and then all of this news about AI. And it's like, oh, this AI is suing this woman in wherever, and then this AI is trying to sell its human on the internet for $1 million. And this AI, it's like they have in this, you know, the AI now have their own social media platform, and I'm like, you guys, like,
yeah. Hello.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? You know, so I think I'm a little disconnected from like how it lands for most people, but I've been because I try not to pay attention to that, but I've been like more aware of that. And I think we still have problems with integrating what's happening even in more conscious spaces. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that like we have trouble integrating it because no one's really talking about it in a holistic way. Like, even the people like in the spiritual community that are talking about it, like I feel like they're talking about it in such a like focused, narrow way, which mirrors like the two-party system, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're either in or you're out, you're either with me or you're against me, you're either dark or you're light. And that's like low vibrational duality, right? Like, we're meant to ascend, and we're meant to like work towards unity. And it's like, these are concepts that we know, but is it actually embodied? Is it actually embodied? And like, people, I feel like I always have this vision of just like zooming the fuck out, like you were saying. Like, okay, I'm a human in this body right now, wherever I am. I'm in San Diego. But like, can I zoom out and see like the whole consciousness? Can I zoom out and see like what's really going on? And I think that people like don't do that in a consciousness way, or even just like in a you can't figure something out way. Like, even if it's in a personal, like, oh, what food is inflaming me right now? It's like we get so focused on just like what the thing is, instead of being able to really zoom out and see like how all those things that you just mentioned are connected, and how like how are we actually integrating the work of raising our consciousness.
I mean, it is also connected. And even like, to your point, this is the thing, people are like, we got to get out of the patriarchy, but their whole energy and how they're talking is steeped in the patriarchy,
right?
Like, they're in the patriarchy because they're like, are you liberal or are you conservative? Like, this is right or wrong, this is black and white, this is good. Like, that is the patriarchy. So you're not getting out of it.
Yeah.
You're just steeping yourself deeper into it. And I think that's the problem. It's like a lot of people are talking and it's just same text, different font. Like, and so they're like, this is what we need to make a change. And I'm like, you're just taking a left turn. You're not going to a new place. Like, and like, I don't have all the answers, but I know that the answers don't live in the same level of consciousness.
Exactly.
For sure. We're just going to recreate all this stuff. And that's like big picture what we're here to learn as humanity. And I think about like the Atlantis. I was thinking about like Atlantis. It's like, was Atlantis really the past or is it the future?
Yeah. Fuck.
You know, like time is an infinity loop.
Yeah.
Like literally that's how time works.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Star Wars. It's like
a galaxy a long time ago.
Yeah.
Far, far away. Yeah.
Like I was watching Star Wars with a friend and they were like, well, this is the future. They're like, I can't believe they don't have better technology for XYZ. It's the future. I was like, it's not the future. It's the past. You know? Yeah. It says it.
It says it on the beginning of every episode. And we somehow forget.
Yeah, but there is that blend. It's like where you get so, I mean, Atlantis was so technologically advanced. It's like, is that, are you sure that's not the future?
Yeah.
We don't actually know.
Yeah. Well, that's like, do you remember the time that Carlos was telling me about like all the different ice ages and like how many times humanity has been wiped out, and I had just like never thought about it. So I had this moment of like, wait, what the fuck? Like I know this from like an interdimensional perspective, but like just in a grounded like actual history, it's like we could have been at this exact place with all of the division, with all of the AI before an infinite amount of times.
Yeah.
And like, what did we do? And what are we going to do now? It's literally micro macro.
Yeah.
It is the same. And that is why like I'm always so passionate about turning people back to like your own healing journey.
Yeah.
What can you do? What are you being called to heal and to look at through all of this? And like, what are you unwilling to look at? Your beliefs are a reflection of what you're willing to look at and what you're not, and what you're willing to integrate and what you're not. And it's the same, right? It's like, okay, if I came to this life, however many other incarnations my soul has had is having, what am I being called and led to see right here, right now? And can I look at that right here, right now? And there's an infinite amount of other things that I could be looking at or that I am, but that's not the point. What the point is what's here and right now. So that's how it is with society right now. It's not about like what happened before or what we chose before or what we could have chosen. It's right here, right now. These are the issues. These are how we're seeing it. Like, how are we gonna move? You know? Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, so you're not happy with this. And then you have to be like, okay, what within me is like reflected in this?
Yeah.
You know? And that's where people get really confused about the law of attraction. It's like not that black and white. It's not like, okay, this happened, so like you caused it. Like, and that's where people, it's like, that's not it. But it's just, okay, if everything is a reflection, like if there's fighting energy on the earth plane, where is there fighting energy within me? That's the invitation. That's the question. That's the invitation. Am I in conflict with myself? Do I get really defensive with people around me? And it's really hypocritical for us to point the finger at everybody else and be like, we need to stop fighting. We need peace. And then we're not living in that frequency. And I'm not saying that's easy, you know, but that is the truth of the reflection. And it's all of the parts that make the whole. Like we're all contributing in that way. And then there's the other, you know, whether or not it resonates for people, just like the actual understanding of time. And this is part of what my human has honestly a hard time with. But I'm like, I do believe what I believe about how time works and how realities work. And I'm like, really, if I shift my internal reality, then I will shift into a timeline of Earth where it is different. And that is the mind fuck for people. Yeah. People want to abdicate personal responsibility for what they're perceiving and how they're moving through the world, and they just want to make it about everybody else, you know? But I think this is where we have to look at all these things, even for just the sake of, if you don't believe in the time thing, that's fine. Just for the sake of, can I look at the deeper energies and mindset underneath all these things that are like not cool that are going on in society? And can I take a step back and think about what are the values, what are the principles, like what do I want to teach my kids? What example do I want to set for the people around me, my friends' kids or whoever it is, like this new generation? What is it I want them to learn? And like I look at things like, we talked about this, right? It's like how it happened in this post-COVID world. There's people don't have social skills. Yeah. and you're not going to learn social skills behind a screen.
Mm-mm.
That's a huge problem. Like, I don't think adults and a lot of adults who grew up not on screens are having extreme social skill problems. You and I see it a lot. I'm like, this is just not, like, they're developmentally stunted. And I don't say that as a judgment. It's just a reality. Like, I mean, I remember in college, you know, you learn about all of the, like, the psychological development of child and through teens, and like all of these key things that if this happens, you either develop like those pathways in your brain or you just don't. Like, just looking at like how is empathy formed.
Exactly.
Right. And we do have to be aware of that just for development. And so as an adult, like, do I have healthy social skills or do I hide behind a screen? That's huge. I think this issue of resilience is a huge problem. I think we have a huge problem of everybody wants to be a victim and points the finger. And like, back in the day, a lot of people, like, you weren't allowed to be the victim. Like, you had to go do something about it, you know? And so I think we need to develop more resilience. I think we need to develop more discernment. The number of people that are just freaking out about, they don't know who to trust, or they're so blind. Like, we all have blind spots, but like, they're so blind to what's happening right in front of them. I mean, I think this is where a lot of these platforms where people are debating is actually really helpful, because you see the consistent logical fallacies people are wrapped up in. You're like, that literally doesn't track. And I think about, like, one of the most important things I ever went through in school was like learning philosophy and learning debate, and having a teacher be like, that doesn't logically follow, fail.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to keep rewriting this until logically follows. And it required me to take responsibility and accountability for what I was saying.
100%.
I can't just say, well, this, so then, well, that's just not right. Well, that's not okay. It's like, you have to prove it. You have to have something that follows, that tracks in a conversation. And it's funny because I think that a lot of people go into spirituality to try to bypass that. Yeah. And the reality is that these skills go hand in hand. I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm like, I am certainly not anti-logic. I'm like the most logical person, actually, I think,
most
of all
logical
time.
person I know.
Because the deeper you go into logic, the more your intuition turns on. It's only the deeper you are into logic that you can perceive cleanly with your intuition. And a lot of people cannot follow logic, so their intuition is off all the time. I mean, how many people do we know that say shit like, I'm getting this, and you're like, that's literally completely not correct, because it's totally changing your filter. It cleans you up, and it's like, the deeper you go over there, the deeper you're gonna go over here. They go hand in hand together. It's like, the deeper I go into my masculine, the deeper I go into my feminine. Those go hand in hand. And that's why it's like, I think it's hard for me to impress upon people the importance of your grounded 3D human skills are your spiritual pathway. Yeah. Like, your spiritual pathway is not going to come by just thinking about it a lot and like going through the motions and avoiding society. And I'm too sensitive and I just can't be around people. I have an issue with that. Like, I'm extremely sensitive. Like, trust me. I'm extremely sensitive, and I'm all for like being aware of those sensitivities and like, you know, let's not force ourselves to be in pain and things like that. But there's a balance there between developing resilience and like learning how to take care of ourselves and like make adjustments and understand when we're stronger than we think we are. But I think a lot of people in the spiritual space, like, use the sensitivity as a cop out. Yeah. And I see it all the time, and I'm like, people have these whole things, and I'm like, yeah, same. And you don't see me not going out and being social. You don't see me holding myself back. You don't see me not engaging with people. Like, because you know what I did? I realized I'm so fucking sensitive. Like, all these things set me off. I get physical symptoms. I get migraines. Like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I mean, like, and I was like, I can't live a victim to that. So I get to learn a skill set of how to work with this. It's like anything. If you don't take what's happening and learn to work with it and learn to transmute it into the light, you will be a victim to it. Yeah. And most people just let other things run their life instead of taking those things, harnessing them and learning them. And I see it all the time with the spiritual stuff. And that's where it's like, you need to learn practical business skills. You need to learn practical money skills. You need to learn practical social skills. Like, the answer to so many of people's spiritual problems are like, you need to learn. I mean, I'll use dating as an example because I'm like, you need to learn dating skills. You need to learn communication skills. Like, you need to learn to sit and listen to somebody. You need to learn how to ask questions about somebody. Like, those are practical skills. And there's an energetic underneath that, which is like, you don't actually want to be in a relationship, because if you actually did, then you would drop your ego and learn these skills. Mm-hmm. But they do go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Yeah. 100%. I think like the working with your sensitivity thing is such a huge key and piece. Like, you have to come into an awareness about it first, and you have to like really get to know yourself first. But that's why it's a beautiful gift. Like, symptoms are pointing you to something. So it's like, and you never arrive at the place, right? Like, symptoms change all the time. Like, my body can literally change overnight to where something that never bothered me now does, and vice versa, right? And so you have to be like diligent, and you have to like really ask yourself and deepen into the setting and the process every time of like, okay, what is this showing me? Like, what is this mirroring to me? And, you know, sometimes you kind of have to like draw outside of the lines to figure out where those lines were. Like, you can't just like try to stay within and experience life from there, you know?
Yeah.
It's like what we always, like, you always tell me, like, we do some things that are, you know, bad for our fields, but we care for ourselves afterwards. It's not like we just, you know, are trying to have an intricately like impeccable field all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, drinking coffee is going to stain my teeth. I'm still going to drink coffee, and then I'll just brush them.
Yeah.
You know, like it's important. There's so much to unpack with all this. And I think we're at a real like crux point. Cause I'm seeing it in so many sessions with people. I'm like, you have to develop this skill, or it will consume you. It will overtake you. You will have a health issue. You will be poor. You will like, you have to, you know? And it's so funny. It's like, when I remember like having some astrology sessions, and I was told, you know, different people said different things, but it was like, well, you're a triple water sign, so you're just never going to be motivated.
What?
And you're just always going to want to be in your feels. So like, you know, and I had my one astrologer, she's like, so you need to just get over it and like, know that you're not going to be motivated, so don't wait around for it. And just do it things still. And you'll probably get the motivation once you get started. And then I had other people be like, well, you know, just like live a slower life and let things come to you. And I'm like, what a fucking privilege.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You think I'm just going to be like, oh, well, I'm a triple water sign, so I can't do anything. Like, I'm too sensitive. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking sensitive, so I'm going to make a career off of it.
Exactly.
You know?
The water is fucking flowing.
Yeah.
I'm going to direct it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm going to, okay. So I might not have inherent, like, all this energy all the time. So how do I set up my lifestyle
exactly
to nourish me? And, like, that's like, okay, I have to get my 2 massages a week. And I need to spend a lot of time meditating. And that allows me to have higher output. And, like, maybe I'm definitely became more of a person, like, now where it's like, I am better doing a little bit every single day than I am having a really long day and then a break day. And I used to be the opposite.
Yeah.
And so it's just finding those little things about your cadence. But it's like, okay, I'm going to work with this so that I'm still feeling good and I'm flowing. I'm not going to be like, well, I can't because I'm a triple water sign. Yeah. My Pisces, well, it's just my Pisces. It's like, it gives me such an ick.
Yeah. It's like you said, people use spirituality as a bypass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I don't have to work with this.
So while we're here, this would be a good time. Let's go. I want you to go through. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want you to go through each. This is a learning moment. Okay. I'm instigating this because this is not meant to just be like a roast. This is like a genuine, this is something to look at. Okay. Because astrology is correct. And it's insane to me how I can talk to somebody for 10 seconds and be like, you're a Scorpio.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you're unhealed.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you know, like an unhealed Scorpio versus a healed Scorpio, or unhealed Sagittarius versus a healed Sagittarius, it is like just so fucking obvious.
It's so obvious.
And that's not a roast, but it's like, these are really important things to think about yourself. And, you know, we talk about this. It's like, it's so obvious as an outsider. Well, that person's blocking themselves from money or dating or friendships for this reason. And sometimes it's as simple as like, if you looked up unhealed Pisces and you're like, shit, I'm doing that. Maybe that's why I'm not dating anybody. Like, so I do want to instigate this as a learning moment. So can we go through each of the Zodiac signs?
And roast them?
No, I don't want it to be a roast. No, it's
the high vibration and the low vibration.
It's like, what's like the unhealed habits? Mm-hmm. This is helpful. And I'm instigating this because, you know, this is what I realized about myself. It's like, I'm very much like a tough love, like direct person with myself. Like, I respond really well to that. I don't get offended very easily. I only get offended if somebody is trying to be mean to me. But if you're just like, look, you have this pattern and it's toxic, I'm like, thank God. Like, please tell me. This is my unlock. And so I think I have had a tendency to like shield people from that. But I'm like, that's just not me. Like, I find this incredibly helpful. So I'll probably learn something in this moment about myself. Okay. So let's start with Capricorn.
Okay. So Capricorn.
And then I'm gonna like add one.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, you have to help me. Should we say for like men and women? Because it's like those are different.
That's
too.
so true.
But I mean, whatever. That's just, too specific.
Yeah, if you want to lace that in, but
what were you gonna say though?
No. Okay. So what is the healed Capricorn?
Healed
vibe?
Capricorn.
I want like very high level here.
Yeah, healed Capricorn is like who you want to hire as your CEO.
Okay.
Or your CFO.
Yeah.
Because they see systems, but they see the whole picture. So like earth signs in general also kind of tie in the elements because it's a lot easier to like, once you understand the element, you can kind of go more specifically into each of the 3 signs. But earth signs are going to be very good with physical, tangible resources, right? So like in general, money is going to be a theme for earth signs, but like Capricorn is the one who's like, if you give Capricorn money, they are going to multiply it by 1,000 because they are able to see the whole picture. They're very dedicated, very hardworking. That can also be their detriment, right? Like they can be so focused on I'm just now realizing that we're talking about Tinelli.
Well, so no, but okay, so like this is where I want to take this. It's like I don't want to just like talk about the signs. It's like, okay, healed, like okay, this is like higher vibrational manifestation of you is like you're learning to work with your ability to look at systems and structures, to see the whole, to like money, like learning about money. You're learning about money. You're getting money skills. You're learning to build a business. Like you're in it for the build. Yeah, that would be healed essentially, right? And then what would be unhealed?
Unhealed would be working too hard. I see
burning
that
out
all the time. Yeah, burning out, thinking that your only worth is your work. And then that's also like not nurturing yourself, like thinking that it's just going to be all output and never like through a nurturing, caring way.
Yeah. I also think there can be a lot of like noticing where you're 2 in your masculine for women. Like it's something to pay attention to of like where everything is like a business deal. Like you can't approach your relationship like a business deal. I think that's the thing. And then I think on the other side, there's a lot of Capricorn men I know who like really struggle with money. Like that's their main thing. It's just interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I would say that makes sense to me though, because I'm thinking about the Capricorn women that I know, and I feel like that's less common. And so it's almost like, yeah, again, like for an energy that can be very masculine, it's almost like because the women have like the feminine to counteract that, like they're able to hold it more.
Yeah.
Whereas the men, it's like I feel like maybe it's almost like you're dedicated and you're hardworking, but in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And so that's why you don't get the money necessarily, because you're not actually doing it in the way that you are uniquely gifted, which is the systems and structure.
Yeah.
It's like you're supposed to build it out.
Yeah. I think what I would say here is like can you have some more fun? Like, can you loosen up and have more fun? Like, build in a fun energy.
Yeah.
Deepen in a fun energy. Also, not everything has to have a point.
Yeah.
Okay. Aquarius?
So, Aquarius, you are the aliens of the Zodiac. Like, Aquarius loves to just be weird and different. They're in service to the collective. So, like, healed, this looks like you are creating something. It's like an inventor.
Yeah.
Like, you're inventing
like
something.
Leader.
Yeah.
You're innovating.
Exactly.
You're bringing forward new ideas.
Yeah.
And you're letting yourself be different.
Exactly.
Right? What about unhealed behaviors?
Very detached from emotions. Like, compartmentalizing, almost like not taking accountability for.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're not connected to their own emotions. So, like, they can't understand other people's or feel them.
Yeah.
Like, empathy can be.
I also see kind of the other iteration of that, of like, they're like, and they're like, this is what humanity needs, that it's giving like very wounded, like victim, blamey. I'm yelling at everybody and like not realizing that I'm part of the problem, you know? So I think that's the other side sometimes with Aquarius.
I would say that they also like can't accept when they're wrong sometimes. Like, unhealed.
Yeah. All right. Aquarius. What's
Pisces.
next? Pisces.
Healed.
Pisces are perfect.
Healed Pisces are the healers.
Yeah. Healers.
You think about like Jesus energy is like Pisces. It's like Pisces is all of the 12 signs. It's the 12th sign, right? So it's the most spiritual sign.
I think a healed Pisces is very grounded. Personally, like, they're grounded in their emotion. Like, they know how to work with the wave. Like,
exactly.
I don't mean like earth sign grounded. I mean like
grounded in
like Yeshua is like a very grounded frequency. Like, it's very spiritual, but it's not this like chaotic. It's not this over emotional wave. It's like a very like smooth energy. That's how I feel with Pisces.
Totally. And I feel like healed too, like a healed Pisces can speak to parts of you that no one else can. Yeah. Because they can see you like no one else can.
Yeah, and I think with everything, it's like they can see the nuance and the depth. Like, they know how to live in the gray area. Exactly. They know how to live in the complexity, and they don't need to succumb into like duality. Unhealed Pisces.
Oh, God.
Delusional.
Every one of my exes.
Delusional.
Yeah,
not
delusional, narcissist. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, not in this reality, out of their bodies, dissociated.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. I like, and I say this too, I'm like, I have to like really be like, am I making up this whole storyline in my mind, or is this like actually what's going on? Like, I need to really drop into that, because I think it's very easy for a Pisces to create this whole reality in their head that's completely not true.
Yeah. I mean, talk about the bypassy. Like, an unhealed Pisces can essentially think that the rules don't apply to them. And like everything that they say that they stand for, they're actually living the opposite.
Yeah. And I think also getting too caught up in the emotion. Like, if you like, you have to learn how to work with emotion if you're a Pisces. And I think a lot of like, for unhealed Pisces, it's like, I'm stuck in my sadness or my frustration or my grief, and I can't even move beyond that, you know, and then I'm seeing the whole world from that lens.
Exactly.
So emotional mastery for sure. Aries.
Healed Aries is like what makes the world go round, you know?
Leader initiates.
The most motivated, like
inspiring.
Yeah.
I feel like I always think of my friend Teal. It's like, she's the biggest hype woman. Like, she lifts you up. She makes you believe in yourself. Like, it's like captain of the team. Like, you guys, we got this. Like, giving the inspiring talk. Like,
so confident.
I love that in an Aries.
Yeah.
Personally. Unhealed Aries.
I mean, the confidence blinds them, right? Like, egotistical, not able to listen to anyone else. Only like, it's very just self-centered, like blinded by how self-centered they are. Like, I think they don't even realize that they're seeing the world only through their own eyes, and like projecting that onto everyone else. And and just like unaware of how like they're a big energy. So like if you're just like throwing that around and fire hosing people, as you say, like doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I think it's this steamrolling.
Yeah.
And it's like they'll get locked into something and like on this track and like just steamroll anyone. And it's like, to your point, like learning to listen, I think, and like receive.
Yeah.
All right. Taurus. So for me, it's like when you're like, I won't date a Pisces. I'm like, I won't date a Taurus. I have so many female friends who are Tauruses, like so many. Like so all my closest friends, I feel like, and then men. Not gonna work with me.
I have one close male friend who is a Taurus.
Stubborn.
They're very stubborn, but me and him are really similar.
Yeah. Because
like Taurus and Scorpio are sister signs, so like there's certain aspects, but yeah, I mean healed Taurus, it definitely is different for men and women, but healed Taurus is like that's whose house you want to go to. Yeah. They're gonna cook you like the best meal. Yeah. They're gonna take care of you. Yeah. Like they
great style,
aesthetically pleasing. Exactly. Like they're very Venusian.
Great vacationers. Yeah. You want to go on a trip with a Taurus.
Totally.
They will have a good plan. But yeah, I think Shadow would be like really stubborn and unwilling to like look at themselves. Any other big ones with Taurus?
I don't even want to say this because it's so like stereotypical, but it can lazy.
Yeah.
But it's like they're not like they're choosing to be lazy. It's not that they're just like.
The thing with some Taurus, it's like there's the lazy and then there's the like they like genuinely think they're trying a lot, but they're not doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're getting like lost in their day. I feel like you get like lost in your routine.
Yeah.
You're like lost in like I was so busy getting dressed and like you know making sure my bedroom looked perfect and making my Instagram video. That was all I did today. It's like you didn't do anything. So there's that. Okay, Gemini,
yeah. Well,
I love a Gemini.
I know, same. I mean, my partner's a Gemini. Healed Gemini.
Great conversations.
Yes. Social butterfly.
Yes.
Can talk to anyone about anything. And it's like a high level conversation.
Life of the party. Yeah, they like really deep in the conversation. They ask great questions. Like take you places. Like writing, speaking. Like, yeah. I think there's just that fun energy.
They can also see two sides of everything too. Like they can really like they're a great person to ask advice, like because they can play devil's advocate, but they can also like obviously see your side. Like if you feel like very misunderstood, a Gemini is a good person to reach out to.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Shadow.
The twins. Fucking which one am I talking to? That's what I used to tell Carlos. I'm like, can you at least just like name them? Like tell me which one I'm talking to. They can switch so fast.
They can be very they switch fast and they'll like say stuff and then just like forget what they said. Oh, yeah. I think there's like accountability, something that can be worked on with some Geminis.
I think also the fact that they just like, well, this is like kind of a twofold thing. For some of them, they will convince themselves that they don't care what other people think, and so they'll be reckless. But then there's often that wound that they care so deeply what other people think. And it's kind of the same issue, right? Like, and so then there's a lot of projecting that happens from that.
Yeah. I think also just the too heady, like not on this planet, you know, moving too fast. So it can, for sure, Geminis can burn out and like just be doing a lot, but like, how's your body? Are you okay? Not be grounded. Like, I think in a conversation, this is like a very practical skill. It's like I could be talking to you and I can tell you're thinking about what you're going to say in 2 minutes. You're like over here. It's like, be with me in the present moment. I think that's a practical skill.
100%. And also, this is on my husband, but to know when to stop talking too. Like to know when the other person is like, of the too fast thing. Like, wait, give me 10 seconds. Like, I'm still processing. You just kind of fire hosed me with what you were saying, and it was important. It was beautiful. And you also have to slow down and wait for me to catch up. But yeah.
All right. Was it Leo?
Cancer.
Cancer. How could I forget myself?
I mean, Cancer, in a healed Cancer, is the Divine Mother. Is the most nurturing, caring, intuitive person you could ever be around, you know? And Shadow is basically exactly in alignment with that. It's like caring for everyone else and not yourself. Becoming bitter from doing that for everyone else and not yourself. Self-abandonment.
Yeah.
Not having self-love.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm a Cancer rising, so it's at myself too.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Trying to think what else. I think also just getting like stuck in ways.
Yeah.
Like getting stuck in your ways, you know? Gotta get out there. Gotta learn new things.
Yeah.
You know? Gotta let somebody else take the lead.
Yeah.
For sure. And Cancers can be super passive aggressive.
Oh yeah.
You know, like super passive aggressive.
Oh my God, that's my father.
Yeah.
The most passive aggressive.
Yeah. So like I think with a lot of it's like be direct, take initiative. Also can't get lost in your you can't hide behind your feelings.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
So okay, now we're on Leo.
Yeah.
Also life at the party.
Yeah.
For sure. Like be on stage. You know, like you're supposed to be in front. Yep. In whatever capacity. I think adding like that playful, flirty vibe, like there's like a lighten up to me with a healed Leo.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, it's ruled by your heart.
Yeah.
You know, Leo is ruled by the heart, and so it's like I always call them my brave-hearted lions. Like a healed Leo is like, again, leader. Like that's who I like. God forbid I were ever in a battle somewhere. Like I want a Leo to lead me.
Yeah.
You know, a healed Leo, obviously, because a healed Leo is very selfless. I would say an unhealed Leo is very selfish. Right. It's kind of like learning to work with that responsibility of like, what is it to be a son? Right.
And the courage piece is big.
Yeah, exactly.
The courage to go first. For sure. Yeah. Unhealed, you said selfish. Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say immature with that too.
Yeah, I think a lot of times with Leos, it can be like, it's like a genuine, just like didn't realize other people were in the room.
Right.
It's not like this like, everything's about me.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people think that when we say selfish, but it's like a genuine like, oh, I was just doing my thing and I need to get this done. And it's like, well, you just didn't even stop to think about how other people were feeling or like what they might need too. So, all right, we're in July.
Virgo.
Month is after July. Virgo. Aesthetically pleasing, organized, details. You can plan my wedding for me. That'll work for me. You know, I mean, I love a Virgo. It feels very, you know, it's very angelic.
Yeah.
Pristine.
Divine feminine.
Yeah. Very
the
divine
goddess.
Feminine. Shadow. Too rigid.
Yeah. Criticism is the big one with Leos that I see. So it usually is self-criticism and or criticism, very harsh criticism of others.
Yeah. So self-love. Self-love. Flexibility. Libra.
This is more a selfish of like what you were saying. What Leos are not. Yeah. The Libra is like, no, it does need to all be about me.
Yeah.
Whereas the healed version is literally the opposite of that, right? It's like, I want room for everyone at the table. I want harmony and peace and justice.
Yeah.
For all.
Yeah. Like coded for relationship.
Yeah. 100%.
Friendship, love. Like they want harmony. Yeah. You know, they're good at bringing people together. I feel like these are good, like, they like having their community. Yeah. You know?
Best dressed, for sure. One of the best dressed.
Yeah. Unhealed.
I would say like really poor communication skills.
Yeah.
Like
passive aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, the most passive aggressive. But yeah, just like not able to communicate.
Yeah.
their needs.
Not direct, yeah.
Yeah, not direct. And because of that, like really bad with boundaries usually too.
Yeah. October,
Scorpio.
November, your favorite.
LOL. This is also one that's very different for men and women.
Yeah, healed Scorpio, definitely great sex.
Yep. Don't gotta tell me.
Definitely great sex. But seeing into the depths of your soul, able to like looking at everything taboo, like being unafraid to look at shit and transmute and alchemize and move through, you know. I think that's like the key thing with a Scorpio. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go deep. And like a healed Scorpio, you feel really safe. They're like, get in my boat and we're gonna go to the depths of Hades and you're gonna have a great time, you know. And you're like,
literally me every day.
Fuck yeah. You know, like you learn a lot with a Scorpio. You learn a lot about yourself, like pull out parts of you that you didn't even know were there. Like it's very liberating. Scorpios are liberating, I think.
Yeah. Unhealed.
Drama.
Addicted to the chaos.
They love drama. They instigate shit. They're, you know,
liars. Did I tell you about the other day I met a Scorpio that was a pathological liar? I was literally like, I knew you were a Scorpio before you ever said anything.
That's great. Yeah. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like really believe it.
Yeah. Like believe that you're stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. Yeah. Well, that leads me into Sag.
You want to start with the unhealed?
Healed Sagittarius. Like, again, you learn a lot. Deep conversation, like they make you think bigger. They make you think wider. You're going on a journey with them. I think there's a lot of inspiration around like how to live in the energy of freedom, how to like be explorative, how to like really be there for yourself. I think is very expansive trait of Sagittarius. I think like you're a healed Sag if you're really indulging in like you're learning new things, you're exploring new topics, like you're being around different people. I think network is a big thing with Sag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know quite a few Sag people that I love dearly, and it's like they literally read a different book like every 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's not just like reading just to read, like they're integrating that. And I think also there's this unseriousness that they bring that's just like nothing's ever that deep, you know, that can be very like light and, you know, playful and like remind you what's really important and like what's not worth being so serious about. I think that can also be a shadow though, like never taking anything seriously. Yeah,
but I also think the other shadow is I know a lot of Sagittarius who take everything way too seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I think most of the Sagittarius I know are, I'm like, whoa.
Chill.
Like, everything is this deep philosophical, my life is over, you know. I think Sagittarius is also another, like, not knowing when they're selfish.
For sure.
And, like, they really believe their beliefs.
Oh my god, yeah.
They really believe their beliefs.
Very much so, yeah. It's like, this is my life philosophy.
I think the other thing with Sag is like I know a Sag, an unhealed Sag, when they're talking in riddles because they're trying to confuse you. Right. Like there's this very roundabout thing that can happen. And so I think there's like a moment of like, okay, can we speak directly? You just be direct. Can you be simple? You don't have to make it fancy. Yeah. I think that's a real healing opportunity for people. And like letting people actually get close to you and see you and you don't have to be perfect. That's like a really big healing opportunity.
Oh yeah, that I definitely have seen a lot.
Yeah.
In Sag.
So is that everyone? I think that's helpful. Yeah. That was all in good fun. It's good to know, you know, it's like a very basic roadmap, but you know, in the spirit of we just gotta like look at what's going on, and there's a lot of like very simple fixes with our behavior that are about healing. I think in the spirituality space there's a lot of like toxic, well, this is just who I am. It's like, well, this is unhealed, this is your unhealed aspect, and like I get it, it's subjective what's healed and what's not. It is, but like we have to be able to play in that realm. We can't just say, well, because something's subjective we have to throw it out the window, and like whatever you say is your authentic self, like it's not your authentic self. It's actually not. objectively your authentic self, if you go off your soul code, like yourself as source energy, to run around and like scream at people and like hurt people is actually not your authentic self. And obviously there's really extreme iterations of that, and then there's like just the more subtle, these little things that we can do it. But when we're talking about, okay, what are we seeing reflected on the world stage, and then like internally, what's it showing me where I don't trust my own discernment, where I am abandoning myself, where I am contributing to fighting energy or duality instead of choosing a different frequency that I want to speak from, like where I am, you know, pushing people out. I'm not like, whatever it is, I think that's a real healing opportunity. So there's a lot getting reflected to us right now. I'll say that for sure. Well, thank you for your insights.
Of course.
Let us know what we forgot. People are gonna roast in the comments.
I know.
I wasn't trying to roast. I was just trying to be helpful. I was just trying to make you helpful. You know?
Yeah.
There's a really good meditation in Next Level You. I don't know if you've done it. Room of Mirrors.
Oh, I haven't done that one.
You haven't?
No.
I don't know why I thought you hadn't done it. So
yeah, you knew.
It's like my favorite practice that I've always done with myself energetically when I just need to see the harsh truth, because it's like literally it's like standing in a room of mirrors naked, and like I'm seeing what's on my back. I'm seeing what I couldn't see. And it's what I do when I need to like get to the truth. And there's other truth activations or like energy work for clarity and stuff, but the room of mirrors for me is like, show me my blind spot.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. Yeah. So if you haven't tried it, check it out. You can get a 7-day free trial if you go to christinathechannel.com/membership, and you can use it on the app. Test it out. It's a banger.
Let us know.
All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, and I'll chat with you again next week.